Hello everyone, this is Sarah, Sworn, and GJ, and this is our presentation on the impact threat. What is an asteroid? What is an asteroid? Asteroids are pieces of leftover material from when our solar system was formed 4.6 billion years ago. An asteroid is a type of space rock that looks very similar to the rocks we find here on Earth. They can measure from anywhere between a few centimeters to nearly thousands of kilometers in diameter. They also come in a variety of shapes. Some are almost perfect spheres, while others are oddly shaped due to collisional destruction. When asteroids collide with other objects, they often break into smaller pieces, which create random and irregular shaped asteroids. As you can see in this image, most asteroids are pitted and cratered. These craters are formed when asteroids crash into surfaces of larger solid objects such as other planets or a moon. I added these images so you can see the range in sizes and shapes of the different asteroids. The image on the right side is a picture of the largest known asteroid, which is now considered a dwarf planet. It is named Ceres, and it is about 950 kilometers in diameter, which is roughly a quarter size of the moon. This asteroid also makes up 25% of the asteroid belt, which is what I will be talking about in the next slide. Most asteroids can be found orbiting the Sun between Mars and Jupiter in a region called the asteroid belt. According to NASA, the asteroid belt contains around 1.1 to 1.9 million asteroids larger than 1 kilometer in diameter, and millions of smaller ones. Asteroids orbit the Sun in an elliptical orbit and move in the same direction of other planets. Some elliptical orbits are very close to a circle, while others are highly elongated. As they orbit the Sun, they often rotate in different directions while falling through space. Current theories suggest that due to Jupiter's gravity, asteroids can be knocked out of the belt, and then depending on the size, it can then move into our region of the solar system where it could cause global threat and hit us. Asteroids hitting the Earth. During our lifetime, the odds of an asteroid hitting and impacting Earth are quite low. At the rate we are seeing impacts today, we would expect a large asteroid to impact Earth every 100 million years or so. Looking at this chart, you can see asteroids of 3 to 30 meters hit Earth only about once a year. These asteroids do not cause any destructive damage on Earth. 30 to 140 meter asteroids hit about one time every 100 years. 140 meters and above have a 1 in 100 chance every 100 years, and asteroids bigger than 1 kilometer have a 1 in 50,000 chance every 100 years. To understand these previous numbers a little better, this means, based on calculations done by NASA, there is a 0.1% chance every year of an asteroid hitting and destroying a city. If one of these types of asteroids do hit, there is a 70% chance it will land in water, 25% chance it will hit an unpopulated area, and a 5% chance it will hit a highly populated area. The odds of an asteroid hitting Earth and possibly causing extinction is a 0.000001% chance. So overall, the probabilities of anything happening in our lifetime is very, very small.
Effects of a collision on the Earth. So what happens during this impact? According to Hartmann 2023, asteroids hit Earth typically at a high speed of 16 to 32 kilometers per second. During the impact, the kinetic energy in the asteroid, or the energy of motion, is converted to explosive energy, blowing debris of dust, soil, rocks, not only into the atmosphere, but out into the space, where it would fall back into the top of the atmosphere. Early calculations showed that so much dust would enter the high atmosphere that the Earth was shrouded in a dust layer that blocked sunlight for several weeks or months. This would kill plants, disrupting the food chain, and all of these problems. So the radiant energy from these then creates heat in the surface to the boiling temperatures for some minutes, and would have been enough to kill many animals and plants on the surface. However, some regions where there's lots of rain and storm, these regions would have survived the first few hours. Sea creatures would also be impacted with the collision, right? Once the dust dies out and weeks of darkness decreasing the food supply for all living creatures on this planet, the examples of how this is Scientists have tried to answer this by using different things, different experiments, that the asteroid, if it hits the Earth, there is going to be deadly impact, not only just on human race, but every living creature, plant, everything on this planet.
So avoiding potential risk of an asteroid hitting the planet Earth. So what happens? How can we avoid the threat from an asteroid coming towards the Earth? So millions of objects of varying sizes orbit the Earth. Near Earth, objects include asteroids and other comets, which will bring, they come closer to the Earth where we're scared or we're threatened that they might impact the Earth by colliding into our planet, as also shown in the diagram in this slide. So NASA has been steadily finding tracking near-Earth objects since the 1990s. So it tells us, as we're looking at 2020, what is hitting the Earth, like how far this is near-Earth asteroids discovered, according to NASA. So this shows, like the blue in this diagram shows all different kinds of objects flying through the Earth. What is their distance? And according to, since 2000 to 2020, how much of a risk we are at in terms of being hit by an asteroid. Astronomers use ground space-based telescopes to detect different bodies out there that could pose a threat of impacting the Earth. In addition, infrared imaging tools help us find objects that are too dark to see through the light, as mentioned by Space Camp 2022. So we do get surprises that come towards our way. What can we do, as I mentioned earlier, to protect the planet from cosmic dangers? Early detection is the key. So if astronomers find a dangerous object, there are 4 ways to mitigate a disaster. The first involves regional first aid and evacuation measures. Second approach could involve sending a spacecraft to fly near a small or a medium-sized asteroid. The gravity of the craft would solely change the object's orbit. If there's far-fetched something really crashing into the Earth, then we might need to use high speeds of a nuclear warhead nearby, according to Space Camp 2022.
Should we be worried?
Inevitable. I think it is inevitable for an asteroid to hit Earth, as it is not a matter of if it will happen, but when it will happen. The one that wiped the dinosaurs 66 million years ago only happens 1 in 50,000 years for every 100 years. The worry is that asteroids always hit Earth, as small ones that are bigger than 3 meters hit Earth about once a year. So we should be worried about these small ones, because as they will hit, but not be too worried as they don't do major damage to Earth. The last major event that was caused by an asteroid that did some damage was back in 2013, which was known as the Chelyabinsk event, as this asteroid hit Russia and was 17 meters in diameter. The explosion was said to be 30 to 40 times stronger than the atomic bomb that was dropped in Hiroshima. It injured about 1,300 people and broke many glass windows. This meteor, however, did not produce enough blast compared to the Tungsten meteor, which was another one that hit Earth back in 1908. I feel like asteroids are always in the back of our minds, as one huge one can mean the end of the world. Like I said earlier, the chances of a big asteroid that could wipe out the Earth is very slim. The chances of a big one hitting are small, but that doesn't mean it is zero, as zero means no chance, but here there's still a chance. I feel like society has to worry about more things, though, such as war, food shortage, weather change, and climate change. I mean, we even dealt with a pandemic, which made the world shut down for a couple of years. We should not be too worried about a big one happening. A big one, such as the one that hit the dinosaurs 66 million years ago, likely will not come in our lifetime. Likely. We are, however, building planetary defenses in order to track and search for asteroids that are close to hitting Earth. There have been numerous talks about what to use if an asteroid was to approach Earth. There have been talks such as using nuclear weapons to try and destroy it or move off its course, but a lot of countries have been saying that it's illegal to use nuclear weapons in space. We're also trying to build machines to deflect them as well. The other option is to make the asteroid move off its course, so when the Earth orbits, it doesn't hit us.
Thank you for watching our presentation on the impact threat. Let us know if you have any questions.